From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Good Monday morning. Hope everyone had a fantastic weekend. Unfortunately, we did have one fire pop up over the weekend, the Barstow fire that's burning in northeastern Walla Walla County. It's burning at the 5500 block of Barstow Road in Prescott. So the address technically Prescott, Washington. 2,000 acres. Don't have much word on containment, but out this way, this is a Canyon Bottom Way, and that's where we have a level 1 evacuation. That's a be ready evacuation for the residences along Canyon Bottom Way. You don't have to be packed up. You don't have to be ready to leave at a moment's notice, but you do need to be wary of the fire situation going on in that part of Walla Walla County. Now let's take it over to the Yakima Valley for this morning as you're taking a live look at the valley courtesy of Bi-Mart. Some light haze up in the sky. We're not seeing any big time reductions to air quality, and I'm thinking that it's mainly going to be sunshine later in the day. The haze should stay pretty light. It is a bit breezy this morning in the Kittitas Valley. Elsewhere, the winds calm. They're going to continue to be mostly calm throughout the course of the day. Temperatures this morning, 40s, 50s, and some 60s, up around 60 towards the Hanford site, but 40s in the mountain ranges, both for the Cascades and the Blues. Your day planner forecast for today for lower elevations, getting into the 70s as soon as 11 this morning, and 70s and 80s at the peak of daytime heating. Lots of sunshine throughout the day. A gorgeous start to this week. Here's the bottom line for the forecast. Mostly seasonal Monday through Saturday, about 10 degrees warmer than normal by Sunday, so definitely much hotter by then, and the forecast staying mostly dry. I'll touch on all these points, especially this one for this weekend. That's going to be coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
Straight ahead on Good Morning Northwest, talking about those fast-moving fires in Washington. One contained, another still spreading. We'll let you know where evacuation orders stand this morning and what areas crews are keeping a close eye on.
Plus, a burglary suspect claiming he was at his home when he was found intoxicated at the Foodies in Richland. This after police responded to the security alarms that were going off. And all the bizarre details just ahead.
And the community comes together to remember 3 young sisters lost, how Wenatchee honors their legacy and begins to heal. It's all on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest, on your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal.
And I'm Jade Elliott. It is Monday, June 23rd, and a lot to get to this morning as always.
That's right. We want to start with fire watch in multiple different counties. The first one in Walla Walla, where crews are battling a large and fast-moving wildfire. Yeah, the fire broke out just yesterday evening. It's already burned through about 2,000 acres, as Josh said. And we're continuing to get more updates this morning. Now, this started just before 6 p.m. and the fire quickly spread east, growing to 250 acres in less than 20 minutes. And then by 7 o'clock, officials had requested extra crews to come in and help, as well as calling in for some air support to help slow that fire down. Now, late last night, level 1 Be Ready evacuation notices were issued for residents living along Canyon Bottom Way. No homes have been lost at this time, but fire officials are urging people in the area to stay alert and also be prepared to leave if conditions change. We'll, of course, continue to keep a close eye on this fire and keep you updated throughout the morning. And with that, we also have an update on a fire that broke out last week in Kittitas County, burning through grass and timber just outside of Ellensburg. Now, that fire started Thursday afternoon near Collicum Road and quickly grew to 50 acres. It prompted evacuations, threatened structures, and brought a full response from air and also ground crews. Resources were on it fast. Multiple helicopters, scooper planes, dozers, and even hand crews working to get ahead of those flames. By Thursday evening, officials said most of the fire's forward progress had been stopped and behavior was significantly reducing. So evacuation orders were gradually lowered over the weekend, and as of right now, all evacuation orders have been lifted. Now to a crime alert out of Kennewick, where police are asking for your help. Officers are working to identify the man that you see up on your screen in connection to a felony assault case from June 11th. Investigators believe the incident was gang-related and say it was not a random attack. If you recognize this person or have any information that might help, you're to contact the Kennewick Police Department. Also in Kennewick, a man suspected of burglary tried to convince police that he was home, but officers say his story just didn't add up. It all happened about 3 o'clock Saturday morning. Police responding to an alarm at Foodies on Paul Parrish Drive. When they got there, they found the door open and a man sitting inside at a table. Well, that man was later identified as Freddie Basurdo. Officers say he was highly intoxicated and had been drinking beverages from the business.
Freddie claimed that the building was his home, even saying he had the title to prove it. He was taken into custody without incident and booked into the Benton County Jail for burglary. And a jury has now found a man guilty of murder nearly 3 years after his pregnant ex-girlfriend's body was found floating in the Columbia River. Back in September of 2022, an off-duty law enforcement officer spotted a bag floating near the cable bridge. Investigators then discovering the body of Brandy Ebenez inside. An autopsy found that she was also pregnant at the time of her murder. An investigation identified Richard Jacobson, Ebenez's ex-boyfriend, as the suspect in the murder. Jacobson was arrested near Portland, extradited to Benton County in March of 2023, and at that time he was charged with second-degree murder, 3 charges of non-compliance with conditions of a sentence, and violating a protective order. Trial lasted 6 days. Court records show that he is scheduled to be sentenced on July 2nd, facing possibly a sentence of life in prison.
Now to a heartbreaking tribute in Wenatchee, where hundreds gathered Friday night to remember 3 young lives taken far too soon.
Yeah, the memorial honored Peyton, Evelyn, and Olivia Decker, beloved sisters believed to have been killed by their own father, Travis Decker. Now, many in attendance wore pink, purple, and green, each one representing the favorite colors of the girls.
Now this morning, Alex McClune gives us a closer look at how the community is grieving, remembering, and supporting one another.
It's tough to get an answer out of Wenatchee when you ask about the Decker girls. The attention is too much for their mother, her friends, and even strangers.
Sorry, this is really emotional.
It cut through the heart of the valley. It touched the world beyond Mission Street.
Well, I was in Spain, and people there knew.
And the police department.
This is obviously a massive tragedy in a community.
2 weeks after the deaths of Peyton, Evelyn, and Olivia, this place and their family say they're ready to turn the page. Healing is the hardest part.
Tough day, huh?
The mayor has done most of the talking so far.
I will have nothing harder than this throughout my tenure. And I got an email from one of the relatives that says, "Thank you for talking about this. We don't know what we should say. We don't know how to go about it. You're expressing what we're all feeling."
That's what all of Wenatchee is doing.
Apple Blossom Floral is doing some things for the service. Loves Me Flowers and Cashmere is also helping out.
Police showed their support after it started with an Amber Alert.
One of our neighboring agency detectives asked on Monday, just this Monday, if we could do something for that.
The girls left their mark, purple, pink, and green, their favorite colors. Police wear it on their chest, and parents tied them around the trees.
I wish that I could give her a hug from another mother.
Sometimes silence is stronger than words.
The service overlaps into our night shift tonight, and then so tomorrow morning when day shift comes back in on Saturday, they'll be back on.
A new chapter starts with a memorial service in the mountains with their teachers. 9-year-old Peyton asked deep questions. 8-year-old Evelyn was the star on the stage. 5-year-old Olivia found her place in the family, her grandfather says, thanks to their mom, who found the strength to take the stage in front of thousands.
Thank you everyone for being here tonight and the outpouring of love that you have shown me and my family over the past few weeks. I truly hope that the legacy of the girls' lives lives in everyone's heart forever. They were incredible.
This community carries their memories with their colors after the darkest time in Wenatchee. With photojournalist Joseph Huerta, Alex McClune, King 5 News.
Heart just breaks for that family and for the community. The memorial comes as the manhunt for their father, Travis Decker, verges onto its 4th week.
Authorities have charged him with the girl's death and have continued a region-wide manhunt with no confirmed sightings since earlier this month.
We'll, of course, keep you updated as the story continues to develop. Still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest, a Washington Park has become the center of a global conversation. How demonstrators in Bellevue are reacting to the U.S. strike on Iranian nuclear sites and what it could mean for tensions overseas.
But first, our chief meteorologist Josh Culbreth is going to have your first alert weather forecast. Keep it here. Good Morning Northwest. We'll be right back.
I met a cute poodle outside. She said everyone's talking about you and how you work for free.
When you're injured and have the heavy hitter on your team, we win or it's free. Hello? That cute poodle you were talking to wants to have a play date.
Let's go.
Call 853-2222. Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to take an adventure with rugged capability and commanding style. From the Kelley Blue Book Best Value brand. Right now, you can get a 2.49% APR on a 2025 CR-V.
Have you heard about refractive lens exchange? K2 Vision RLE means no glasses, no contacts, and no readers permanently. And you'll never develop a cataract.
No glasses or readers. K2 Vision RLE.
Vance Heating and Air has been keeping Yakima homes cool since 1986. If your air conditioner needs service this summer, we'll take $86 off the cost of any AC repair. Don't leave it to chance. Call Vance.
The 4th of July sale is on now at More Furniture with red, white, and blue savings in every department. Just in time for summer entertaining, family gatherings, and holiday celebrations. During the 4th of July sale, you'll get our very best offer. No money down, subtract the sales tax, and absolutely no interest until July 2026. Plus, you'll get free white glove delivery and will remove and donate your gently used pieces locally. Visit your local More Furniture, where everyone gets more for less.
June is Men's Health Awareness Month, a good time to take steps to enrich your health and wellness with proper screenings and care. Get more information at applevalleynewsnow.com.
Sponsored locally by Prosser Memorial Health. Learn more at prosserhealth.org. This is how we care.
Want to revolutionize your career in digital advertising? Then join our team at Apple Valley News Now. We're looking for people passionate about helping local businesses thrive in today's evolving market. Check us out now at morganmurphymedia.com/current-openings.
I met a cute poodle outside. She said everyone's talking about you and how you work for free.
When you're injured and have the heavy hitter on your team, we win or it's free. Hello? That cute poodle you were talking to wants to have a play date.
Let's go.
Call 853-2222.
This newscast sponsored by Mariano Morales Law. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Let's go ahead and take you on a zone-by-zone tour of this morning's temperatures. We start off in Kittitas County, where we're in the 40s and 50s, 45 up towards Snoqualmie Pass, and mid-50s in the Kittitas Valley in Ellensburg, 57 to be precise. Now we take it down into the Yakima Valley, where we're spanning from 48 to 57, 48 in Yakima, 57 for Union Gap. And then in the lower Columbia Basin, all of us in the 50s, although we've been teeter-tottering on 60 all morning up towards the Hanford site, 59 there, 57 in the Tri-Cities. Then in the Morrow County foothills, we're right around 50. And then an interesting spread of temperatures in the blue mountain foothills of Umatilla and Walla Walla counties, as we're seeing low 50s, 51 in Pendleton, but also upper 50s, 59 for Milton Freewater, and 40s in the higher terrain of the Blue Mountains. Here's your coatcast for today for the Tri-Cities. Light jacket weather for this morning. We're going to be into the low 70s as soon as 10 a.m. Around sunny and 75 at lunchtime, and then up into the 80s at the peak of daytime heating. So for today, lower elevation is going to be in the low to mid 80s. That's pretty seasonal stuff for this time of the year. Okay, here's Futurecast satellite radar. Remember, the red L, that indicates low pressure. That's cooler and wetter weather for this time of the year. The blue H, it's high pressure. That means hotter and drier. So over the next few days, we're really just going to be sandwiched in between those two features. No dominant feature, but as we head into this weekend, the dominant feature is going to be high pressure. So we're going to be hotter and drier. I'll tell you just how hot coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. Taking a look at your national headlines that has strong emotion stirring for people right here in Washington.
Yeah, we're talking about the escalation in the conflict between the U.S. and Iran. Less than 24 hours after American forces struck multiple Iranian nuclear sites, demonstrators gathered in Bellevue to show their support.
Many of them have personal connections to the region, and others are concerned about the broader geopolitical impact.
Christian Balderas was there and brings us voices behind the rally.
In a Bellevue Park Sunday afternoon, a display of support for a major escalation in the conflict between Iran and Israel, and perhaps now the U.S.
I want to thank to President Trump because he did a great job.
Less than 24 hours ago, the U.S. attacked 3 Iranian nuclear facilities, upending decades of diplomacy.
To be honest with you, I couldn't believe it. And I said, no, that's not going to happen. That's so unbelievable.
Since 2017, Homaira Bakhtiari has been demonstrating at this park, calling for a regime change in her home country of Iran, where she has family.
This is Iran.
Today, she's back with supporters. Some people here are Jewish and say they're happy the U.S. got involved.
I'm really happy to be with my Iranian friends and really advocate for their freedom.
These demonstrators echoed the opinions of many Republicans who justify the attack as a means to prevent Iran from building a nuclear weapon.
Do you think the U.S. should be at war with Iran?
No, I don't think so. But the fact that the United States did this particular attack, which is pinpointed, it destroyed the nuclear facility. It's something that President Trump promised to do from the get-go.
Those opinions are in stark contrast to that of many of Washington's elected officials. In a statement, Congressman Adam Smith, who represents Bellevue, condemned the attack, writing, quote, "It could further escalate tensions, destabilize the region, and drag the United States into an avoidable war."
I believe this is unfortunate to say something like that. If they remain in power, not only Iranian gonna die every single day, but also the whole world is gonna be in danger.
And as the world awaits a response from Iran, the president is set to meet with the national security today.
Officials in Washington, D.C. have yet to indicate what the next steps may come, but what we do know is the conversation is far from over.
Yeah, it's something, of course, we'll keep a close eye on. Still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. When we come back, checking back in with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth and a look at your forecast as we make our way into this week, giving you a live look outside from our Bimart camera in Yakima. It is 16 minutes after 6. We'll be right back.
This summer, Dickerson's Tri-City Pianos is heating things up with incredible savings on every piano in our showroom. Take advantage of special bundles on our digital models. Enjoy savings on both new and used options. Get up to $10,000 off on select grand pianos. Enjoy 0% financing for 12 months, and every purchase includes free delivery in Tri-Cities. The hottest part, our 2-day summer sale event happens June 26th and 27th only. Turn up the heat and visit Dickerson's Tri-City Pianos today.
This summer, big wins come in sevens at Wild Horse Resort and Casino. Get ready for the $100,000 Lucky Summer Sevens giveaway with over $12,000 cash up for grabs every Friday and Saturday in June. The heat is on, and so is the grand prize on June 28th. 3 winners choose 7 cards with prizes. Reveal 7 sevens and instantly win $17,000 cash. Wild Horse Resort and Casino, celebrating 3 decades of fun.
Form or function? Should we push the timeline? Will it hold? Should we outsource? What do you think? Think.
Do you engineer it to work? Or design it to move? Give them what they want.
It needs to be taller, faster.
Even cheaper. Or take things to new places. You've got to build the right team. No, that's the one. Revise it, redo it, develop it. Keep pushing until it's right.
Introducing the business card that gives back all you put in. The new Chase Sapphire Reserve for Business.
Which automaker employs the most hourly workers in the country? Ford. Which automaker assembles the most vehicles in the country? Ford. That's not a coincidence. It's a commitment. A commitment Ford dealers share by offering employee pricing across a full lineup of Ford vehicles.
Get employee pricing plus 1.9% and $4,500 bonus cash on a 2024 Ford F-150 STX. Only at your local Ford dealer.
It's time to lose your generic weather app. Scan this QR code to download the Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather app. It's the app you need from the team you trust.
The Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather app, only from Apple Valley News Now, on your side.
Next live from Marvel Studios Ironheart.
So, are you in or out?
Anthony Ramos and bargains for a beach day.
This is amazing.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
Fly the Northwest over a beautiful bike ride. Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Lots of sunshine on the map for today. It's going to end up being a gorgeous start to this week. Could have a few clouds up in the Cascades, but the rest of us should have bright blue skies. Also maybe a little bit of light haze up in the skies as well, but that should not be oppressive, and air quality should remain good. Temperatures for today, seasonal for this time of the year. 80s for lower elevations, 60s up in the Cascades, 60s and 70s in the Blues. Winds today, not going to be a factor at all. Could be a little bit breezy out of the south and west for places like Connell and Ritzville, but those peak gusts only up around 20 miles per hour, so really not a factor. And then for tonight, mostly clear skies. A few of us could have a few clouds and maybe a shower or two up in the Cascades, but to the east of there, we're certainly not going to have to deal with that. And overnight lows will be mild, down in the 50s for lower elevations, 40s and 50s up in the Cascades, and also 40s and 50s for the Blue Mountains. High temperatures will spike up a little bit for Tuesday, about 5 to 10 degrees warmer than normal, but then back down to seasonal stuff. Very consistent highs from Wednesday through Saturday. And then, like I was talking about just a few minutes back, that high pressure going to start to build. What does that mean? It means we're going to get hotter as we head into Sunday. So at that point, we'll be about 10 degrees warmer than normal for this time of the year, noticeably hotter as opposed to Saturday. And not just heating things up, but we're going to keep the forecast pretty dry. Now we'll have these little ticky-tack shower chances up in the Cascades for Tuesday through Friday, but otherwise this is going to end up being a pretty dry forecast. Now eventually we will have more shower or thunderstorm chances later in the summer, so it would be an excellent time to download the First Alert weather app. You can see current conditions and forecasts for your neck of the woods, that interactive radar feature. And of course, it's inevitable later in the summer that we're going to have heat alerts and fire alerts. You can get push notifications for those as well. Again, download the First Alert weather app for free in the App Store or on Google Play. Here's the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Very warm through Saturday, but highs surge into the mid-90s by Sunday. In Yakima, a bit breezy Tuesday through Friday, then calmer winds and warmer highs this weekend. In Ellensburg, a stretch of some windy weather Wednesday through Friday. Then the winds go down as temperatures go up Saturday and Sunday. In Hermiston, mid-90s on Tuesday. Winds pick up as highs go down Wednesday, but we start to heat it up again into the weekend. And then for Walla Walla, a dry forecast with some breezes Wednesday through Friday, but calmer and hotter for Saturday and Sunday.
All right, thanks so much, Josh. 6:22 still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Please don't take those beautiful treats that he's got. Singer Benson Boone singing a new tune this month because he's teaming up with Crumble to craft a new mystical, magical dessert. We have a sneak peek coming up in your entertainment headlines. We're back after the break.
The Coliseum in Rome had their gladiator games, but it can't compete with Legends Casino Hotel's Coliseum of Cash. During our Summer of Games Thursday drawings in June, we're giving away over $77,000 in cash, plus a new Kawasaki side-by-side. Just use your Legends rewards card to earn entries. Who needs Roman chariot races when you can leave them all in the dust in a Kawasaki side-by-side? All hail Legends Casino Hotel in June, and let this Summer of Games begin.
For decades, CG Public House has been known for fresh, chef-inspired meals and seasonal specialty menus. When the weather's right, enjoy patio dining with dog-friendly amenities that make everyone feel welcome. Pair your favorite dishes with handcrafted cocktails and premium local wines for the perfect dining experience. Don't miss the Pendleton Beef Prime Rib, served every Friday and Saturday. And be sure to finish with a slice of our famous homemade pie. Join us to make CG Public House your favorite dine-out.
At Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons, your safety is our top priority. We are the only board-certified oral and maxillofacial surgery experts in wisdom tooth removal and dental implant placement in the Tri-Cities. With years of experience and a commitment to excellence, we ensure every patient receives safe, personalized treatment. Ask your dentist to refer you to the Tri-Cities experts in oral surgery. Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons. We look forward to meeting you.
Poor maintenance, old tires, bad brakes, that could be why the big truck hit you. At my law firm, we have a team that knows big truck wrecks. Big truck insurance companies know that we have the knowledge and experience to get you paid everything you deserve. Call the heavy hitter. When I call the insurance companies, they listen. Hit by a big truck, I know how to be their insurance companies. I'm attorney Mariano Morales, the big truck heavy hitter.
The heavy hitter is the one for you. Call 853-2222.
Right now at US Cellular, you can get 4 free phones plus 4 lines for $90.
Hey, we're tired of having the wool pulled over our eyes with these hidden requirements. What aren't we seeing?
Yeah. Do we get our choice of free phones?
Yep, you get the latest phones.
I bet we have to trade in our old phones, though.
Nope, sure don't.
Wow.
High five. Almost. Higher. Yes. Nope.
Get 4 phones plus 4 lines for $90 with no trade-in. And we'll pay off your current contract when you switch. US Cellular, built for us.
E.T. and Extra, tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Extra, extra. Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. In your entertainment headlines, we're going to the courtroom where Grammy Award-winning singer Chris Brown has pleaded not guilty to an assault charge in the United Kingdom.
So this all stems from an alleged bottle attack at a London nightclub back in February of 2023. Earlier this year, detectives arrested Brown at a hotel in the UK on May 15th, and he was released on conditional bail 6 days later.
In the meantime, Brown has continued performing on his international tour. The 36-year-old is due back in court July 11th.
Talking more music now, organizers of one of the biggest music and arts festivals in the U.S. say they will now provide 100% of refunds to all ticket holders.
Bonnaroo Festival in Manchester, Tennessee was canceled last weekend because of severe weather and flooding. Organizers initially said they would refund 75% of those tickets, but the guests and ticket holders complained, and so the festival changed course.
Organizers posted the updated information on social media on Friday. It is unclear if the music festival will be rescheduled.
Artists like Olivia Rodrigo, Vampire Weekend, and Avril Lavigne were all set to perform.
Well, singer Benson Boone is helping to satisfy your sweet tooth, teaming up with Crumble to release a new cookie.
It's called a Moonbeam Ice Cream Cookie, and it's inspired by his single Mystical Magical. The chilled chocolate cookie features cookies and cream pieces and a moonbeam ice cream inspired by lemon, berry, and marshmallow toppings.
That's not all. A drizzle of white icing and a sprinkle of cookies and cream complete the delicious treat. The cookie will be available at all Crumble locations from Monday until next Saturday, June 28th.
I feel like that's just too much sweet. That's
no, not for my kids. My kids love Benson Boone and they love Crumble, so I have a feeling
they're going to ask you for this.
That we're going to be making a stop.
Do you think they're watching right now?
I hope not.
Okay. I hope so too.
I'll let them know about it later. All right, so much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. A missing man found just in time, all thanks to some high-tech help. How drones played a crucial role in a life-saving search and rescue mission. We have those details coming up.
Plus, over the weekend, a fallen motorcyclist was honored from Richland all the way to Walla Walla. What the group is hoping comes out of this ride to remember coming up at 6:30.
Welcome to Walker's Furniture's 45th anniversary sale, where we're celebrating by offering savings up to 45% off.
And get special financing for up to 5 years.
This week at Walker's.
Prosser Digestive Health Center offers the full spectrum of digestive health care. Services provided by board-certified gastroenterologist Dr. Jack Brandenburg include colon cancer screenings, treatment for swallowing problems, inflammatory bowel disease, liver disorders, and more. To schedule an appointment, call Prosser Digestive Health Center at 509-786-5599 or learn more at prosserhealth.org. This is how we care.
The Kia Summer Sticker Sales Event is going on now at Overturf Kia. Work for the summer discount stickers on select vehicles. Take a spin in a new fuel-efficient 2025 Kia Niro LX Hybrid that starts at just $27,665. Plus, get 3.99% interest for up to 72 months. Shop online anytime at overturfkia.com. Overturf Kia at the base of the Blue Bridge in Kennewick.
The savings continue with Bi-Mart's latest savings book. Pick one up in store today. Bonus zone savings include Pepsi brand 12 packs, buy 2, get 2 free. Save $3 on Old Trapper 10-ounce beef jerky. Plus find Blue Diamond bagged almonds for $4.99. Bi-Mart brand bath tissue and paper towels are $5 off. Savory Prime chicken jerky for dogs is just $14.99. And find assorted gift cards at $3 off. Saving you more when it's needed most. Bi-Mart since 1955.
In a world filled with accidents, the injured look to Mo, because Mo knows these guys are bulldog tough on personal injury and workers' compensation claims. Mo knows you can go to the other guys, but why would you? From back in autumn, Bulldog Tough.
Meet the Moore family. They switched from cable internet to Ziply Fiber and got so much more. Mr. Moore got more upload speed for next level gaming and live streaming to the masses. Mason Moore got even more done for his sneaker business, quickly uploading HD product demos and video conferencing without freezing.
Brad, you're on mute.
And now that her family doesn't need her for tech support, Mrs. Moore has more time to stream games into overtime.
Let's go!
Get more of what you love by switching to Ziply Fiber for $65 less per month than cable at ziplyfiber.com.
Next live from Marvel Studios Ironheart.
So, are you in or out?
Anthony Ramos. And bargains for a beach day.
This is amazing.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
It's Walker's Furniture's 45th anniversary sale, where you can buy like friends and family with savings up to 45% off.
And get special financing for up to 5 years.
It's a great time to save at Walker's.
The 3-Degree Guarantee, sponsored by Legends Casino Hotel.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest. On your side.
Good Monday morning. Thanks so much for waking up with us. Joining us here for Good Morning Northwest, I'm Jade Elliott.
I'm Jessica Jalal.
And I'm Josh Colbert.
Cha-ching! Cash with Colbert.
Cha-ching, yeah.
Or jackpot, Josh.
Well, there was more cha-ching that happened on Friday. Let's go ahead and take a look at our 3-Degree Guarantee, sponsored by our good friends at the Legends Casino and Hotel. And cha-ching went with a forecast high of 74 in Pasco Tri-Cities and a verified right at 74. So the jackpot went up to 1,275. That's $1,275. And so for today, going with the forecast high of a toastier 86 in Pasco Tri-Cities. If it verifies between 83 to 89, the jackpot's going to hit 1,300. If that doesn't happen, the jackpot could be yours. Find out how to win the jackpot by going to applevalleyNewsNow.com, clicking on the contest page, or you could scan the QR code that's on your screen. Okay, now what's on your screen is a live look at Richland. This view coming courtesy also of our friends at the Legends Casino and Hotel. Seeing a little bit of light haze up in the sky for this morning, but I'm thinking that we're not going to see any significant reductions to air quality. It is a little bit breezy in the Kittitas Valley. Elsewhere, the wind's mostly light. It's going to continue to be a mostly light scene here throughout the course of the day. Right now, temperatures in the 40s and 50s for lower elevations, 40s up in the Cascades, and 40s in the Blue Mountains as well. Here's your hour-by-hour forecast for today. For the Tri-Cities, going to be around 70 degrees as soon as 10 a.m., around sunny and 75 at lunchtime, and then high temperatures getting into the mid-80s in the lower Columbia Basin. So in general, for lower elevations, low to mid-80s, that means we're going to be pretty seasonal for late June. I'll take you on that zone-by-zone tour of today's beautiful forecast. Also, I'll show you what vegetation dryness is looking like for today, and as we sustain this hot and dry weather, very warm and dry weather, what that's going to end up doing to vegetation dryness. So all that's going to be coming up in a few minutes.
Josh, thanks so much. We start this half hour of news in Benton County, where a joint rescue effort ended with a life saved, all thanks to some teamwork and drone technology.
The Benton County Sheriff's Office teamed up with West Richland Police after a man's truck was found abandoned at the Candy Mountain Trailhead over the weekend. 2 drones were deployed to search the area until a thermal drone finally spotted the man asleep. He was showing signs of hypothermia, but the drone operator was able to wake him up just in time.
He was safely brought back before his condition could worsen. Officials say this rescue is a powerful reminder of what's possible through interagency partnerships and cutting-edge search technology. Moving to Yakima now, where a senior center is asking the community to help veterans in need. The Harmon Center is in the middle of its annual Veterans Coalition Toiletry Drive, and the staff says donations are usually piled high, but this year has been slower, something they hope will change.
And there's a pretty big need for homeless vets and vets that are not making a lot of money. So this really helps a lot.
There's still time to help. Donations can be dropped off at the Harmon Center until the end of the month. Taking a look at sports now, the Boys and Girls Club of Benton and Franklin Counties just got a big assist, all thanks to help expand their intramural program. Club recently receiving a $5,000 donation from the Rave Foundation. It's the charitable arm of the Seattle Sounders. The money will help make soccer more accessible to local kids by funding new equipment like soccer nets, shin guards, balls, jerseys. Josh Peterson, Chief Marketing Officer for the Boys and Girls Club, says the donation will help get even more youth involved in the sport.
It helps provide an increased accessibility to the sport of soccer, which helps our youth develop some incredible skills, teamwork, good sportsmanship, working together, hard work, running around outside, being healthy, and having fun with your friends. What more do you want?
So the Boys and Girls Club will be hosting activities all summer long. For more information, you can visit our website, applevalley.com.
Coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, one man's trash is another man's treasure. As summer heats up, the garage sale signs are beginning to pop up, and with so many deals, it can be difficult to decide what's worth it and what's not.
Coming up in today's Consumer Reports, we'll have a guide on what can be a treasure and what can stay trash.
Operation Best Friend, sponsored by As You Wish Real Estate Services, Christine Connolly, Realtor.
Welcome to Nob Hill Casino, your premier gaming destination. Experience the thrill of a Vegas-style casino featuring the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club and unlock exclusive rewards every time you play. Challenge your skills at our 16-lane bowling alley. Unwind with a drink at our cozy bar or enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at the Last Frontier. The ultimate entertainment experience has something for everyone. Nob Hill Casino, where locals come to win.
Just like you, I'm working towards buying my first home.
I'm saving for my children's future.
Like you, I want financial tools that make my life easier.
At Hapo, we're more than employees. We're people just like you, and we understand what really matters.
Just like you,
we're planning for our future.
And I care about making a difference.
We're here to help you navigate life's milestones, big and small, because we're just like you. Join us at Hapo today.
It's the Click It RV Union Gap Star Spangled RV Sales Event, now until July 6th. Shop new and used RVs from Grand Design, Rockwood, and more. There's 0 down and no payments for 6 months, and the highest paid for your trade-in. It's time for your independence as you hit the road in your RV, camper, trailer, or fifth wheel, and get low American pricing before the tariffs hit. Nobody beats a Click It RV deal. We guarantee it. So get here for the Click It RV Star Spangled Sales Event, going on now through July 6th.
Poor maintenance, old tires, bad brakes, that could be why the big truck hit you. At my law firm, we have a team that knows big truck wrecks. Big truck insurance companies know that we have the knowledge and experience to get you paid everything you deserve. Call the heavy hitter. When I call the insurance companies, they listen. Hit by a big truck, I know how to beat their insurance companies. I'm attorney Mariano Morales, the big truck heavy hitter.
The heavy hitter is the one for you. Call 853-2222.
Which automaker employs the most hourly workers in the country? Ford. Which automaker assembles the most vehicles in the country? Ford. That's not a coincidence. It's a commitment. A commitment Ford dealers share by offering employee pricing across a full lineup of Ford vehicles.
Get employee pricing plus 1.9% and $4,500 bonus cash on a 2024 Ford F-150 STX. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Wendy Redman is a leader in broadcast news. She breaks big stories, produces special reports that make a difference, and brings the news home each evening.
It's sometimes dramatic, but always informative.
Wendy Redman, Austin Reed, Stacey Lee, Apple Valley News Now, on your side.
Next Extra, Diddy on the defense.
Week 7, and it's his legal team's turn to make their case in court.
Then Brad's next pit stop, London.
It's like nothing I've ever experienced before.
Next Extra.
Tonight at 7:30 on Apple Valley News Now.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Let's go ahead and take you on a zone-by-zone tour of today's forecast, and it's going to be a beautiful one, folks, as we'll have lots of sunshine. High temperatures normal for this time of the year, so we'll be around 70 up towards the pass in Kittitas County, mid-80s for Ellensburg. Then we take you down to the Yakima Valley, mid-80s, plenty of sunshine, light winds here. In essence, it's going to be the exact same forecast in the lower Columbia Basin. Now, it could be a little bit breezy up towards Connell or Mesa or Ritzville or Adello, but those peak gusts only up around 20 miles per hour, so that's not going to be a big issue for today. Then for the foothills, Morrow County foothills, low 80s. The foothills of Umatilla and Walla Walla County, low to mid 80s, and we'll be in the 60s and 70s up in the Blue Mountains. Plenty of sunshine here, also light winds, so just in general, a phenomenal day to be outside. Okay, here is your vegetation dryness forecast for today, and keep in mind that these levels have been adjusted for typical vegetation dryness per microclimate. So you see the big yellow blob here for the Kittitas Valley, the Yakima Valley, Lower Columbia Basin, Blue Foothills, indicating just medium vegetation dryness for today, and that's because of the cooler weather that we had for this weekend. Also, some of the rain, it was pretty light rainfall, admittedly, but some rainfall that did help us out. But as we head into tomorrow, that yellow blob goes back to being orange, back to elevated dryness for those lower elevations. And this is only going to get exacerbated as we continue to keep the forecast dry. Also, we're going to turn hotter as we head into this weekend. I'll tell you just how hot coming up in a few minutes.
All right, thanks so much, Josh. 6:40 and summer's in the air, and that means pennies on the dollar at your nearest neighborhood garage sale.
Shopping at garage sales is one of the best ways to make your dollars stretch, but no matter the deal, there are a few things that you should never buy.
Yeah, if you're shopping for a baby, be careful. It's not uncommon to find recalled infant sleepers or other baby products at yard sales. For example, cribs with drop-down sides are dangerous. You shouldn't buy them. They have been linked to dozens of infant deaths and were banned more than a decade ago.
Although it is illegal to sell recalled products, some people might not be aware of the law or even realize what they're selling is a recalled product. Another item that you should avoid is car seats.
Buying used car seats is not a good idea because there's a lot that you won't reliably know about the seat, including its crash history.
So if you are considering a used car seat that has no broken or missing parts and you know it hasn't been in a crash, you will want to check the seat's expiration date. Yes, car seats have expiration dates on them. You can find them on the label or in the owner's manual, as well as search for any open recalls on the model.
And you can find the model number on the seat's manufacturer label. And if you need a crib or car seat, you can check with nonprofits in your area, as many of them sell them at a discounted price. So many things that I did not know.
I know.
These are important.
I didn't even know car seats had expiration dates on them either until having children and then realizing that's a thing.
Yeah, so I'm glad we know this now.
Very important. All right, still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. When we come back, your morning sprint, everything you need to know before you head out the door this morning. Giving you a live look outside from our Dust Devils camera in Pasco. When we come back, Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert will have your full first alert forecast at 6:42.
For over 4 decades, the art of fine catering has been perfected by CG Catering in Kennewick. Well known for their luxurious bites, lavish delights, and precision in every portion, CG Catering will grace any event from groups of 10 to 3,000. Meticulous menus with seamless service for all occasions is their tradition. From remote locations to their local event center, repeat clients provide ongoing rave reviews as a testament to the unforgettable memories they have inspired. Call CG Catering for your next celebration.
From sparklers to sparkling appliances, find explosive deals at Fred's this 4th of July. Come check out what's in stock and on sale. Score big on all GE appliances from your favorite brands like GE Cafe and GE Profile. This Independence Day, Fred's is offering exclusive deals on all GE fridges, ranges, dishwashers, and so much more. Plus, save up to $500 with an additional Fred's Buy More, Save More exclusive rebate. Fred's Appliance is your family-owned local appliance expert since 1962.
Win and save with Lucky Number Tuesday at Bi-Mart. Just by matching your ending number, you can win a half loaf of bread from Franz. Plus, save with Tuesday-only pricing and buy it for $1.50. Win and save on Lucky Number Tuesday only at Bi-Mart.
Have you heard about refractive lens exchange? K2 Vision RLE means no glasses, no contacts, and no readers permanently. And you'll never develop a cataract.
No glasses or readers. K2 Vision RLE.
Talk about fireworks. Check out these offers during the 4th of July sale at Denver Mattress. Light up your sleep life with $100 off any Dr. Choice Original or $200 off any hybrid. Save $500 on the best-selling Tempur-Breeze and score a $300 gift. And check out the Summit for only $299.99. And best of all, the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend, or get 60 months no interest and free shipping. It's the 4th of July sale, on now at Denver Mattress.
At Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons, your safety is our top priority.
We are the only board-certified oral and maxillofacial surgery experts in wisdom tooth removal and dental implant placement in the Tri-Cities. With years of experience and a commitment to excellence, we ensure every patient receives safe, personalized treatment. Ask your dentist to refer you to the Tri-Cities experts in oral surgery, Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons. We look forward to meeting you.
It's the 45th anniversary sale at Walker's Furniture.
This is one of our favorite events where we get to celebrate these great years with you.
And that means friends and family pricing throughout the store, with savings up to 45% off.
And get special financing for up to 5 years. So you can get it today and pay over time.
From our family to yours, we'd like to thank you for 45 wonderful years.
Fly the Northwest over a beautiful bike ride. Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Today is going to be a beautiful day. Lots of sunshine all across the map. Could have a few clouds up in the Cascades, but otherwise should be a bright day. Also maybe some light haze up in the sky, but that should be light, nothing oppressive, and the air quality should be pretty good. Okay, highs today, normal for this time of the year. 80s for lower elevations, 60s up in the Cascades, and 60s and 70s in the Blues. Wind's not going to be that much of a factor at all for today. See a lot of lights across the map. Now, it could be a bit breezy up towards Connell or Ritzville. Winds out of the south and west, peak gust around 20 miles per hour, but that's about all she wrote. Then for tonight, mostly clear skies, perhaps a few clouds for lower elevations, and perhaps a shower or two up in the Cascades. But elsewhere, definitely not dealing with any of that. And any rain that does fall up in the Cascades, it's going to end up being pretty light. Overnight lows, mild, 50s for lower elevations, 40s and 50s up in the Cascades, and the same thing up in the Blue Mountains. Okay. High temperatures, like I mentioned, normal for this time of the year. We'll see a little bump up in temperatures for Tuesday, about 5 to 10 degrees warmer than normal, then consistently average from Wednesday through Saturday, but then we heat things up again for Sunday. At that point, we'll be about 10 degrees warmer than normal for this time of the year. So the heat definitely going to be on for this weekend. More so for Sunday as opposed to Saturday. Not just heating things up, but we're going to keep the forecast pretty dry. We'll have these little ticky-tack shower chances up in the Cascades Tuesday through Friday, but otherwise this is going to be a pretty dry forecast, not what we like to see around this time of the year. Now, eventually, at some point, I don't know when, but at some point we will see more shower or thunderstorm chances, and at that point it would be an excellent time. Well, any time is an excellent time to download the First Alert weather app. You can get it for free in the App Store or on Google Play. You can see current conditions, the forecast that is catered to your specific address, your neck of the woods, interactive radar feature. And again, another inevitable thing for this summer is that we'll have more heat alerts, we'll have more fire alerts, red flag warnings. Those will be sent to you by way of push notification, again, if you download the First Alert weather app. Here's the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Very warm through Saturday, but high surge into the mid-90s by Sunday. In Yakima, a bit breezy Tuesday through Friday, then calmer winds and warmer highs this weekend. In Ellensburg, a stretch of some windy weather Wednesday through Friday. Then the winds go down as temperatures go up Saturday and Sunday. In Hermiston, mid-90s on Tuesday. Winds pick up as highs go down Wednesday, but we start to heat it up again into the weekend. Then for Walla Walla, a dry forecast with some breezes Wednesday through Friday, but calmer and hotter for Saturday and Sunday. Now let's head out to New York City to see what's ahead on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, one-on-one with Mahmoud Halil.
Why do you think that you are perceived as such a threat?
Halil was one of the leaders of campus demonstrations at Columbia University during the spring of last year, protesting the war in Gaza. The 30-year-old green card holder spent 3 months in an ICE facility in Louisiana before a federal judge ordered his immediate release. The Trump administration argues Halil's presence in the U.S. poses a threat to foreign policy. He's speaking out to ABC in his first broadcast interview.
So there is no place, you would say, for anti-Semitism in the pro-Palestinian movement?
There's no place for any form of racism, including anti-blackness, anti-Semitism in the Palestine movement.
And coming up on Good Morning America and tonight on ABC News Live Prime, we'll have much more of his interview. With your GMA First Look, I'm Lindsay Davis, ABC News, New York.
This week on Neutrogena Remembers. Will you marry me? I love you. If you remember these two, it may be time to start using Neutrogena Retinol Regenerating Cream. It can reverse 7 years of visible aging. Great skin. Oh, to be young.
At DriveTime.com, you can customize your own monthly payment.
So I can pay less than $300 a month?
Yeah, use a slidey thingy.
Now just go to the DriveTime dealership.
Okay! That's the deal I made on my phone!
This is a commercial. Go get your real deal at DriveTime.com.
With Dupixent, stay ahead of moderate to severe eczema as you welcome the feeling of touch with clearer skin and less itch. The #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists helps heal your skin from within. Severe allergic reactions can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor of new or worsening eye problems like eye pain or vision changes, skin symptoms, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor. Ask your doctor about Dupixent.
Now, the morning sprint.
Time is 6:50. It's time for your morning sprint. We want to start off with your national headlines. The White House says President Trump is meeting with his national security team today, and this comes after the U.S. strikes on Iranian nuclear facilities from over the weekend. Iran's army commander warning, quote, "A strong response is in the works, and it's unclear if the U.S. will face an escalating military conflict with Iran." Some demonstrators in Tehran are demanding their country respond, and Iranian leaders say they're skeptical about diplomacy now. President Trump says he wants them to agree to stand down and make peace with Israel. Otherwise, he's floating a regime change, and the War Powers Act allows Trump to use military force for 60 days, but only Congress can declare war. Lawmaker support for the strikes is falling along party lines, with a few exceptions.
In your business headlines this morning at 6:51, following those strikes, Americans could start paying more at the gas pump. After the U.S. military strike on Iran, oil prices surged late Sunday. U.S. oil futures jumped 3.6% to about $76 a barrel. Some experts predict oil prices could go even higher, perhaps as high as $80 a barrel. Oil hasn't traded that high since last January and has largely stayed between $60 and $75 a barrel. That has helped lower gas prices to under $3 a gallon for many Americans, but experts are predicting that those prices will likely rise and that will reignite the inflation across the country. In your health news this morning, today is National Hydration Day, and because our bodies are 60% water, it's important to regularly drink around 8 glasses each day. National Hydration Day is a reminder that drinking lots of fluids and being hydrated is one of the best things that you can do for your body. If you don't really enjoy the taste of water, you can always infuse it with cucumber, mint, or lemon to make it more refreshing. And it's especially important to stay hydrated on these hot summer days. 6:52, talking sports now this morning. Over the weekend, the Seattle Mariners facing off against the Chicago Cubs. On Saturday, the Cubs took a victory over the Mariners with a 3-run lead, leaving the final score 10-7. However, Sunday, Mariners kicking it into overdrive, leaving the Cubs in the dust with a final score 14-6. Today, the team will go against the Minnesota Twins. And now to the top 5 local things that you need to know this morning as you head out the door. First, a fast-moving wildfire burning in Walla Walla County. It broke out late last night, quickly grew to about 2,000 acres. Air resources were called in to help slow those flames. Level 1 evacuation notice remaining in effect right now along Canyon Bottom Way as crews continue to fight that fire. And police say a man broke into the Foodies restaurant in Kennewick just after 3 a.m. Saturday. Officers responded to the alarm and found Freddie Basurto inside. He claimed that it was his house and he had a title to prove it. But officers say his judgment was clearly impaired. He was arrested and booked into the Benton County Jail for burglary. And also in Benton County, a missing man is safe thanks to high-tech rescue efforts. Sheriff's Office and West Richland Police used drones to search near Candy Mountain Trailhead. One of those drones equipped with thermal imaging, and that helped to locate a man asleep and dangerously close to hypothermia. First responders were able to wake him up and bring him to safety. And in Yakima, the Harmon Center's annual Veterans Coalition's Toiletry Drive is now underway, but organizers say donations are lagging behind this year. They're asking the community to step up and donate items before the end of the month, and this is all to help veterans in need. And in Wenatchee, a public memorial service was held this weekend for Peyton, Evelyn, and Olivia Decker, the 3 young sisters believed to have been killed by their own father, Travis Decker. Hundreds came out and wore the girls' favorite colors, pink, purple, and green, in a powerful show of unity and love. Their mother, Whitney Decker, also speaking and thanking the community for their support and asking everyone to carry on the girls' legacy by holding them close in their hearts. All right, 654 trending this morning. It was a celebration over the weekend as some of our Apple Valley News Now team got to see one of our very own get married.
That's right. Our reporter Monique Ledesma tied the knot with her longtime love Leo on Saturday.
And guess who officiated it and who has two thumbs? This guy. This was my second time officiating a wedding, and I had a blast, and here's a little clip from it.
Will you honor and cherish her, love, trust, and commit to her through joy and pain, sickness and health, and whatever life may throw at you both until death do you part? I do.
Oh, so cute.
Congrats to them.
And there's a little group photo. You may recognize our Austin Reed, our evening anchor. Oh, here's Josh busting a move. Josh was on the dance floor for a while. Oh, it was such a heartwarming weekend. Monique is one of the sweetest people, and just being around her family, especially when I don't have family up here, was like a nice reminder, and it just made me feel so warm and fuzzy inside.
Yes, and then probably even more excited for your own wedding coming up.
Oh yeah, well actually it makes me more stressed, but no, you know, all good things, right? Yeah, it's all gonna be fine.
Oh, congratulations to them.
Yeah, it's such a beautiful wedding.
The weather was great, of course, for their wedding.
I wish it was like 10 degrees warmer. It did get like a little chilly. A little chilly.
Sprinkles, but nothing crazy.
Yeah, but you were cutting it up on the dance floor.
Well, it was pretty hot on the dance floor.
Yeah. And fuego.
Well, anyway, let's go ahead and take a live look right now at our Yakima Federal camera. This view coming courtesy of Yakima Federal here in Kennewick. Just some light haze up in the sky for right now, light cirrus clouds up in the skies as well. So we're not expecting any big time reductions to air quality at all. And that's coming from some fires that are burning to the north of us. Right now, it is a little bit breezy in the Kittitas Valley. Elsewhere, pretty light winds. They're going to continue to be pretty light throughout the course of the day. Right now, temperatures in the 40s, 50s, and 60s for lower elevations. Up towards the Hanford site, we've kind of been teeter-tottering on 60 all throughout the morning, and 40s up in the mountains. Later today, another warm and very pleasant day. Lots of sunshine, high temperatures. Pretty normal for this time of the year. That means low to mid 80s for lower elevations. Bottom line for the forecast, we'll continue to have mostly normal highs Monday through Saturday. Tomorrow could be a little bit warmer, then about 10 degrees warmer than normal by Sunday. So the heat definitely going to be on at that point. That means that highs could end up in the mid-90s in the Tri-Cities, so certainly some pretty toasty stuff. And unfortunately, the forecast staying mostly dry over the next 7 days. We'll have these little shower chances up in the Cascades, but I have a feeling that the vegetation is about to get very dry once again, very stressed, and so that means fire danger is going to go up once again.
It was a nice little blurb with some cooler weather, and now back to summer.
Back to the heat.
Kick the can down the road for us a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, thank you guys for watching Good Morning Northwest. You can always find updates on our website. That's applevalleynewsnow.com.
And Good Morning America is up next. We'll, of course, be back tonight with your local news and weather at 5.
Have a great day.